They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Slot man moves right. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. And they drilled him.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great 1st quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Coleman will try up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30, only down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Olave. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a rout is on here in this first half.
24. Browns nothing.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Browns drive about to get started. They begin the drive with Coleman. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw, Williams. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll motion McLaurin left. Working out of the gun, Williams. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Flushed out right. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Bates' kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here now, 3rd and a yard. To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now Daniels. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Abdul Carter. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd and 13. 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 3rd
Third down and 13. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's to the 15.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Daniels.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Play action. Now Williams.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A give, it's Scatteroo. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
At the 21-yard line.
To the air, Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Williams. He's got the open man. It's Heilmanner. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On fourth down, here's Williams. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to them,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
They go play action. Daniels.
And this one's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
He finds Douglas complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The toss to Scatteroo, running right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now 2nd and 9. An inside run with Scatteroo. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Daniels looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Scatteroo. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cam Scatteroo. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now.
31, Browns 13. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Looking to throw is Williams. Slings this deep for McLaurin.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terry McLaurin, 84 yards.
And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Browns 20.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is...
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First